We start the process at least 8 months before the tour. And normally, we put out the information to students about a year before, and then we come to call for express of interest about 8 months before, and we host the pre-departure program for them about 5 to 6 months before.
Planning of projects takes a bit of time because I always want to do some meaningful projects, things that students can work on, engage with, and learn as well. So it's a give and take.
Start planning early, and if possible to go there themselves before the experience and to test the environment. Because now after testing the environment, we have many things are going to change.
Start planning at least a year before. There are a range of factors you need to keep in mind. That is consultation within your school, discuss the idea with people of experience in this area. Certainly talk to your Director of International about the process. Within the School of Humanities and Communication Arts, there is a set process now in place where the academic needs to put forward a proposal, consider the positive and negative aspects of the proposal, put forward a budget. They need to seek Dean's approval. There needs to be a risk analysis assessment of the scheme before they can go ahead. So there's a whole range of steps in place. So those timelines mean that there are delays in the planning. So even if you have a very good proposal and you've met with your institutional partner and you think this can go ahead, keep in mind that you have to put forward a clear proposal to your school, put forward a budget, think about the risks involved.
It was a huge amount of labour and work involved. We started really 2 years before doing the relationship building with our partner. I think it's a question that academics need to ask themselves because, are they going to be supported to do that work in their school? We were given a 5% allocation for the entire work involved in the entire project. So, sometimes it's at a cost of other teaching and research work that you have to do. It would be less work, and it makes sense when these projects really work well to support them to keep going, because there's no doubt that the first time involves far, far, far more labour.
Well, we don't stop. It doesn't stop. Every field study trip I've been on, it's constantly going. You start off with beginning of the year, you're negotiating with the third-party provider. You're looking at, where would be most suitable for the students to go to fit in with primary healthcare, to fit in with what the university wants us to do, etc., etc. So negotiating that.
Having done a few of the outbound mobility experiences, I start planning for the next one as soon as I get back. So essentially 12 months in advance. Two aspects to that. One is there might be things you want to tweak or change from what you've just done, and it's good to do that while it's fresh. But it's also good to get that planning ahead well in advance, because you've got students that you need to advertise to, you've got things you need to organise with the industry partners, travel agents, flights and all that sort of things.
Using a third-party provider, I think, works quite well. We need the third-party provider, and what they do is they organise all the transport, and they also organise all the contacts that will visit there. They organise the accommodation as well. Now, we don't have access to the variety or the quality of contacts that they have, and so we go with them every time, and they've improved over the years as well.